Mid-Atlantic invited us to go down to the Heil plant at Fort Payne and see how the trucks are put together, the manufacturing process and whatnot. And while we were down there, they introduced us to the Rapid Rail side load packer body. And we were using McNeilus and some other vehicles and products and having difficulty with the bodies. They weren't lasting. We were blowing out the floors and the sides and everything else. And the whole Rapid Rail installation looked really clean to us and looked maintenance free. And we decided that we wanted to give this a try, and that's one of the things we expect when we went out with our new CNG bid was the Rapid Rail side load. Heil came up with the lowest cost for the vehicles that we were looking at. And looking at them over the years, you know, their costs for the CNG upfits, the differential cost for putting on the tanks and the plumbing and everything else has dropped significantly. When we were doing our first cost-benefit analysis, we were looking at $40,000 to $60,000 for a CNG upfit to a vehicle. And at our last buy, I think we're down closer to $30,000 for an upfit. So that helps our return on investment, you know, because you're not putting that much outlay up front. So far, they lived up to our expectations. The operators love them because they don't have to spend time along the route to pack. It's done constantly as they're loading up. They're probably saving, what I hear is about, you know, an hour to half hour a day on their routes just by not having to do that. On the maintenance side, we found it to be extremely maintainable. Haven't had any major issues with the body itself since we've had them in service. Looking at the trucks, we've converted our first trucks to CNG. We've had them in service for about 6 months. So far, we've saved about $116,000 in fuel costs over a diesel on those 17 trucks that we have in service. And comparing the same chassis to a diesel chassis, you know, we're saving about $600 to $700 in that 6-month period using the CNG chassis and this Rapid Rail over the others. So it's making sense to us economically to keep purchasing the same type of vehicle. But the total fleet of 53 trucks will be replaced over the next 5-6 years so that all 53 trucks will be running on compressed natural gas. The CNG, we have 80-gallon capacity CNG tanks, and they're mounted on top of the Rapid Rail body itself. We have 4 tanks, I believe, up there right now. When looking at the Heil product overall, you know, we see that the reliability of the product is there. And what we're seeing initially right now is that the cost is lower than what we've been using in the past. So that leads us to want to continue our relationship with Heil and Mid-Atlantic Waste in providing that type of product for our trash pickup. Taking a diesel-powered garbage truck off the road is the equivalent of taking 325 cars off the road. So the savings in the smog and whatnot in the atmosphere is really good. In this area, and we have to worry about the Chesapeake Bay, and there's a Chesapeake Bay Protection Act that is out there. 70% of the pollutants that enter the bay come from the air, and that's predominantly potassium and nitrogen. And those are reduced by using CNG, so we're helping clean the bay indirectly, you know, by going with the CNG trash trucks. You know, and the other thing is that Virginia produces about 1.2 billion gas gallon equivalents of natural gas annually. So we're using a Virginia fuel to keep our trucks on the road and not something from someplace overseas.
We took possession of our first CNG truck about 14 months ago. It was a decision made by upper management and our customers as well, who are interested in not only seeing the benefits of being sustainable, but also some of the other benefits that come with compressed natural gas refuse vehicles. One that stands out is the quietness of the truck over a diesel vehicle. Our customers are very interested in that and keeping the noise pollution down to a minimum. Our first CNG vehicle is a Heil half pack with 4 15 DGE tanks on top that is used for commercial and industrial accounts. We needed a truck that would be able to handle the weight that comes with commercial and industrial accounts, and Heil offered a product. The percentage in money saved, the CNG over diesel, would be about 60% to the good on CNG. Again, the big value of CNG is the more miles you put on it per day, the more you're saving in fuel costs. And currently, our CNG truck is on route over 150 miles a day, which works well to the cost savings in fuel. Some of the special things that Mid-Atlantic Waste Systems was able to help Sustainable Waste Solutions with our CNG purchase was the configuration of the tanks. We have customers with height restrictions, and Mid-Atlantic worked with us to get a configuration through Heil to have the CNG tanks mounted on the frame rails, which allowed us to continue doing business with our customer. Another example, configuration of the camera systems. Safety is key for our customer base, and it's imperative that the cameras are set up in a position that is useful to the driver, and they could see where the mechanics are moving at all times. Our recent CNG front load purchase has some special features on it which adds to our safety that we offer to our customers. An example of that is configuring a smaller or shorter wheelbase, which assists in having easier turning radius at our customers. Front load trucks all day long turn, whether they're turning right, whether they're turning left, and whether they're reversing. So having the benefit of a shorter wheelbase, that added to our safety value that we give our customers. More and more companies are interested in making sure their volumes do not end up in a landfill and being landfill free. Well, Sustainable Waste Solutions is a green company that would like to continue to do that in the future, continue to look at the technology with compressed natural gas. If the infrastructure allows it, we would be one of our new vehicles being compressed natural gas and being able to take advantage of the cost savings of the fuels and being able to satisfy our customers in sustainability what the vehicle can provide. SWS does trust Heil and Mid-Atlantic Waste Systems. Again, our relationship over the last 3 years has proven itself of that, and we're looking forward to continuing that relationship in the future.
Mtera Group has been using Heil products really since October of 2012. We launched a nearly 60 truck fleet in the city of Winnipeg to completely overhaul their waste management program. What they embarked on is something that is truly unique to any Canadian municipality. What they did is they converted their entire solid waste program from a manual, very old school collection program to one that is completely automated. And in order for us to provide cost-effective services and service the carts that are now utilized instead of regular garbage cans and blue boxes, we decided to use the Heil Rapid Rail automated side loader collection system and also the Bain car tippers on all of our PT1000 rear loaders. What makes us unique for our customers is that, like Heil, we offer a triple bottom line solution to waste management problems. We try to provide value-added services that have the least financial impact on municipalities and taxpayers, while diverting the most amount of waste from the landfill. And as part of that offering, we divert probably the most extensive and broad range of materials from the landfill. Our ability to offer really diverse service offering to customers allows us to provide a very unique value-added proposition to our customers. And finally, like Heil, we want to be able to offer these services that have the least negative impact on the environment and for the greatest worker health. And so by using a natural gas fleet like the one we have in Winnipeg that was provided by Heil, we're able to achieve both of those objectives of environmental improvement and worker health and safety. The Heil product and the Bain products have definitely impacted the way our collection staff are able to perform their work. All of our PT1000 rear loaders are equipped with 2 Bain car tippers. This allows our crews to service tight laneways efficiently by doing one sweep to be able to collect both sides in a safe and, of course, legal manner. On the Heil side, the use of their Rapid Rail automated side load product has allowed the individual driver productivity to increase substantially on a ton per hour basis. Moreover, we're able to reduce worker injuries because instead of now the workforce lifting repetitively throughout the day, 260 days a year, in all the weather conditions of Canada. They're able to now perform the work in the comfort of their cab, and combined with a natural gas unit, the noise pollution that our drivers have to face are substantially lower. So not only are they able to remain in the cab for a longer period of time without negatively affecting their hearing, but they're also able to better communicate through the radio system with their colleagues and our supervisors. A lot of our service providers provide immediate service, but the consistency of that service is not always there. And with Heil, we can always count on them being responsive, not just once or twice, but every time.